Series 3 AU XR6. That firewall, it's not looking real healthy. So that's where the clutch cable goes. And it's looking a hell of a lot better now than what it was. So I've done one of these before. This is the second one. Last one was an EL Falcon, I think. As you can see, first job, remove the battery terminal. Second job, remove radiator bottle, loosen the bolts from there. And there's our template. That hole looks too far to the right to me. So just basically step by step, you've left the hoses on, and so this was all twisted and shit. You can see faintly I've drawn an outline around where I'm going to make a plate, or where my son's going to make it. I'm going to shave this off with the grinder. And the plate goes right over to here. There's a bit of a bump in the firewall there for strength, and there's a double thickness plate there as well. Do you know where the little ring is out of it? So that's the clutch cable guide, which actually we couldn't even see when we first started, could we? So we've had to cut off the insulation. Obviously there's no other way to do it. So we've straightened it all out as good as we can. It's important when you, so I've drawn this on there for my son to follow so you can make up a plate. But it's important that you get the angle on the guide right. You see the angle there, sort of coppery looking line. And we can see by the copper around the edges of here, so there's the angle. So when we make our new plate to fit over the top of it, we've got to try and get the angle the same, because if your angle is a little bit out, it cuts a groove into the side of there, which will end up cutting right through or breaking a clutch cable. So we're going to reuse that. We're going to shave off that edge of it. We're going to make the plate. We've got the template made already. We're just going to make sure we get it in the right spot and we get that angle. So where'd that template go? I don't know, where I put it right there. It's a cardboard template, which is a copy of the picture on the wall, and we're going to have to drill a couple of holes and get it to the right shape, because obviously it's not just a circle. So we'll get it in there and then shave the hole out with a round file, and we'll shave the edges off the original guide. You could make a new one if you wanted to, but we'll use the original one so we can keep that line. It's going into focus. You can see the line pretty clearly, and that faces down, and that guides your cable. So we'll make a new plate. Well, my son's going to make a new plate, because he's learning today, and we'll tack weld this in there, and then we'll tack weld the plate to the firewall. And what we did last time was we got someone on the inside with a spray bottle with some water, and just while we're tack welding it around the edges, we just sprayed the insulation on the inside of the car to make sure that it didn't catch on fire. Just tack her on there pretty good, and there could be dodgier ways of doing it with screws or whatever you wanted to do, but we'll just do it properly. We'll tack weld it on there so it's done, and it'll last longer than the rest of the car. It's a bit of a downfall to a lot of Fords, this, so hopefully this will help someone fix their own. So you pretty much break that steel just by twisting it with pliers. It's that thin and piss weak. We haven't had to grind anything yet, but basically we're just going to grind that piece there away. You only really need basic tools for this. I've only got a 100 amp mini MIG welder. See a bit of rubbish here that we've been using, but yeah, we'll son will get the plate knocked up, and then we'll show you the next step. get the old GMC drill press going. Look at this, live action. That's going to want to spin. It's already through. See that? That was sharpened with an angle grinder, that drill bit. Oh, nearly bit ya. All these years I've been chucking fucking drill bits away because I just get cheap shit all the time. And now look at that. You give them a touch up, the end one with a grinder, and they're like brand new one, mate. What are you doing? What's going on? Now we're going to have to do... No, we'll do a bigger one. Change over bits. There's that big bit sitting up there. Alright, pause them while we change. Back with live action. Harley's on the drill. Got the WD-40 upside down. Jesus. We're not sponsored by WD-40, but we would like to be. With our 50 friggin' subscribers, go on WD-40. With our underdogs. Have a little faith in their future potential. Or she's going to want to do donuts when she goes through this time. Probably should clamp it down. Was that your idea? Here we go. Going for the fucking spin. Hydration session. There we go. What a pretty hole. Alright, we've got 3 holes. We just got to turn them into 1 hole now. This plate's pretty hard, so Harley come up with a genius idea. Nasty ass file and cordless drill. Will it work? I don't know. So this is the XR6 one, and I actually years ago was going to make a support for the clutch cable. This one's got a firewall. That's an old bit of seat belt. Oh shit, I'm zooming. I don't want to zoom. Alright. That's an old bit of seat belt, which I was just going to put a twitch cable on down to the chassis down there, just to take some pressure off the firewall. Yeah. And did that idea work?
Filed good, but it fell out.
Did it? Did it actually file?
Yeah.
I've got a proper Dremel bit and stuff somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So this might have to be the option for a minute. It might be easier just to put the wooden handle back on the file it. Only put pressure on it when you go down one. It's working. Wrong way, Ed. So no pressure when you're pulling up, otherwise you pull it out of there. Dodgy shit every day at the Wilson's. No, it's not working. Well, you put it in the other end. That end's round, isn't it? Look at that. I would not say. No, not happening. Too slow. I reckon you just get the wooden handle and give it a flog and it will go better. So 4 hours later, after filing, no, not really, more like 4 minutes. This is actually pretty sure that's a woodwork file. But it worked. So end result is, look at that, how lovely. So we're gonna think we're going to leave that little bit of ugly plate on there, and we'll just clean around the edges of it and weld it. But as you can see, it's got that fucking, holding it right, the angle of the dangle right. That's important. And that's the outer side. So tomorrow we'll weld around there, weld around the back, clean it all up, and clean up the firewall and install it. So that's the end of part 1. See you all tomorrow.